Hey guys, I'm back again. So, the story we have today, it is out of Corpus Christi. And this is about a teenager. His name is Kevin Davis. And it's pretty sad that his story, because he is a murderer and he did murder his mom. He was 17 years old when he committed the crime. But the real issue is that his mother was good to him. You know how killers, they hate their mothers. They see men coming in and out the home, and they despise the mom. Or they know their mother works at a club or the streets. And we have heard many stories about killers trying to find brunettes, trying to find a certain size, petite, or a certain height, certain weight that reminds them of their mother. And it's weird because the bond with a mom and a son, we all know that type of bond. So for him to do this to his mom was crazy. Her name was Kimberly Hill. She was 50 years old. And when the police was asking him questions, they said, well, what did she do? He said nothing. She said she simply did nothing at all. And she knew that he had mental issues. She did know that he was impulsive. He was very angry. And he was like, he didn't want to make friends. He was awkward. He was, he was one of those kids, So I don't want to use the word awkward, but maybe shy, I guess. But now he killed his mom, so I guess there's probably no nice words to say about him. He told his mother, he said that he wanted to die. He said he wanted to commit suicide. Now, why he didn't do that, who knows? It's very odd to me that when people get upset and they go on a killing spree, why didn't you just hurt yourself? That's what I don't get. Like, do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, what do you think when people say, oh, I want to kill myself, but then they go and kill their girlfriend? It's like, okay. Or they go and do a spree at school or something, and innocent people are harmed. So instead of him saying, okay, I don't want to harm myself, he gets upset because the mother told him, okay, I'm going to send you to your sister's home, your sister's house, because maybe then he would feel a little bit better. But no, he got upset, as his words when he was in the interrogation with the police. He got upset because she wanted him to go with his family. How does that make sense? How do you get upset when you're depressed, you don't want to live anymore, and she's trying to come up with a solution, but then you're not okay with that solution? Hello? So what he did, when she said that, he made up in his mind, okay, I'm going to kill my mother. He tried to strangle her. And he said that he had fantasized about this. So guys, he had clues. There were clues. You know, he said he would write things down. So when you hear that, does it make you think, okay, you know how people are like, I don't want to invade my kids' privacy. Do you think it's okay to start looking at your kids' computers, to start looking at their cell phone, their devices, to looking at their drawings? Because who was the little kid that was drawing about hurting the students, and he went and did it? It was a kid, and the teacher even, remember, the teacher said something to the principal, but nothing was done until it was too late. So there are clues, there are signs. And he didn't just wake up and was like that. He was this way for a while. He was like this for a while. They say this guy is a sociopath. He is beyond help. He even said in the interrogation, if I'm let out, I will do it again. That's what he said. So, how do you prevent something like this from happening? Because a lot of people are not mentally there, but that doesn't mean they're going to strangle their mother or their sister. Because he was saying that he wanted to actually kill his sister as well. Luckily, he didn't do that. So, what do we do in these situations? You know? Oh, and not only that, I forgot the kicker. Once he killed his mom, he had sex with the corpse. Mental issue is an understatement for this kid. 17 years old. You know, he was antisocial. He was, you know, always in the house, and she would beg him to go out and meet friends, and he said he didn't like people. He was bored with the world. Those were signs. And some people can't afford to get help for their kids. So it's like, it's just makes you think, how do we prevent these type of things from happening? How do we do that? Well, I know that he did say he was like, he didn't regret it. I think it was just something inside of him that was like a burning thing, and he knew that he wanted to do it, and he was going to do it no matter what. So you can't reform this type of person. He is an animal. And speaking of animals, do you know what he said he did with the cat? The poor cat. He said he had a cat. He said he took the knife, and you can guess what he did with the knife. And not only that, he did something with the cat. I'm not going to go into it, but he did do something with the cat. And yeah, there was some mental stuff that will never, ever be, he could never, ever be fixed. Something going on mentally that he's going to have to stay in jail for the rest of his life. So, yeah. He had sex with the corpse. He killed his mother. He killed the cat. He tried to kill his sister. But when the reality hit, when it hit what he did, oh, by the way, sorry, when he did cut her also. I believe he said he cut he said he cut her neck, and he was like squishing her brains or something. That's how he was describing it. And he said once he did that, he tried to run, but I think something happened and he snapped out of it. So he went to the neighbor's house where he called the police on himself. He did do that. And it was something that he had to get out. Once he got out of his headspace, he felt like he was over it. But he did tell the judge he would do it again in time. That feeling will come back again. Like a lot of the killers that kill again and again and again, there's something inside of them that keeps happening. So he can never be free of jail, nor should he ever be free. Because you cannot do anything to someone like that. He cannot and will not ever be helped. So he's going to have to stay in jail pretty much the rest of his life. Yeah. He's going to have to stay in jail because if he gets out, it's only a matter of time. And he's young, so I mean, think about it. If he was to do 30 years, 18 years old when he was sentenced, then he's going to come out at what, 48? That's still young. So, yeah. What do you guys think? Do you think that the mother should have read the signs or should have checked more? Again, we're not victim shaming, but what do you think you would have done? Let's do that. What do you think you would have done in this situation, knowing that there was mental issues going on with him? And in the end, she did try. I'll give her credit. She tried in the end, but who knew what the buttons were? I don't think she knew the buttons that she was pressing because he wanted to harm himself. But when she came up with a solution, he didn't like that. Oh well. Until next time, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the video, to the channel, and yeah, let me know what you think. Until next time.